from a 6-figure business to a 7-figure business. It's one of those that will allow you to kind of step away from your marketing a little bit, allow some of your success to kind of speak for itself. And it's a way to kind of transform your marketing and really get it to the point where you're really getting inside the heads of your customers, kind of telling them the stories that make them move over the line. It's a way to kind of introduce automation a little bit more because you can be more direct, and you have marketing to such a high quality that people will be willing to open their wallets right away because you're really talking to the thoughts and hitting the objections that they're thinking about. And that's really all about video testimonials. It's one of the first things that I ask any of my clients for. Can we go back to your past clients, ask for a video testimonial? And there's a couple of reasons why it's really important. So number one is you're going out to your clients and you're asking for this video testimonial. Nobody loves to kind of sit on video and talk about their story, but they've had such a great experience with you, either as a coach or a company, that they're willing to do it. So that kind of shows, one thing. Number two is your prospects get to see and hear from somebody that probably just looks just like them, who's gone through similar experiences as them. And they kind of see that enthusiasm. They hear the tone of their voice. They hear that enthusiasm. They can hear that story that talks about some of those experiences that they've gone through. And that makes a big difference. Think about one of your friends that recommends a restaurant by, just sending you an email. It doesn't have the same level of effect of that friend's, standing in front of you and kind of raving about that great meal that they had a couple of days ago and why you need to go there immediately. It creates a different sense of urgency. It's more impactful and it resonates more. And those little things make all the difference in your marketing and getting people over the line and getting a little bit, higher conversions, more buying power, and allowing you to kind of take a step back a little bit from your marketing because you have those success stories. You have that social proof to really back up what your headline says, what your promise is, what your guarantee is along the way. It provides a different level of proof that what you're saying is really backed up and provides evidence for one of the key questions that a lot of your prospects have is, can this coach or this company help me in my unique situation? And if they can see people just like them talking in a really enthusiastic voice and a tone that really says, you need to make this decision and here's why, and kind of sharing a story that really equates to what they're going through and talking about a transformation that they want the most, that's one of the best ways to create marketing that converts. But most companies and coaches don't do it because it feels a little bit awkward to, especially as you've gone through and had a great client result and they're happy and they walk away and you having to go back to them and say, can we kind of capture that on video? And it's a little bit awkward for people to kind of tell their story and share that and get in front of the camera. And they might have to do a couple of different takes before they're ready to kind of put themselves out there. And again, they have to be comfortable with kind of sharing their name and kind of seeing your face on their marketing as well. So that makes it a little bit uncomfortable for you. But what I'm here to tell you today is it's worth all that effort. It's worth that awkwardness that you might feel in making that request because it's going to transform your marketing. It's going to result in higher conversions. It's going to allow you to kind of step back and be a little bit, you don't have to be the face of your marketing anymore. You can really slide in some of those client success stories, which are going to be even more impactful because again, you're not just making these promises that aren't, backed up by evidence. You're really using your client success stories and that's really propelling further and further sales and more revenue for you along the way. And the other part is really sharing the stories of your clients and showing that transformation. And, you can use that along with your story as well. If you've gone through kind of those same challenges that your prospects are going through, that's one part of that. That's a great testimonial that you can share in your transformation. But alongside that, providing evidence that you were able to take some of your experiences, your learnings, your success as a coach and provide people, how you were able to use your process that worked in your own life and transfer that to other people as well. Kind of, it very much shows to your prospects that you can help them in their unique situation. Again, that's the number one question that people are going to have. That's their hesitation. it seems like he or she has had great results, but can he really help me in my unique situation? And providing those testimonials, providing those customer success stories are really one of the great ways to get over the line. And what I'm going to really share with you in the remaining part of this short video is just kind of a little bit more of a template that you can use with your clients. Really 5 major questions that you pass along to your happy clients and say, use this as a guide. And again, it doesn't have to be a long video. It can be about 2 minutes. Keep it really short, keep that fact straight. But what these 5 questions really do is put the onus on your client story. So most testimonials are written testimonials on a website, and they're really all about just how great you are as a coach or how great your company is. And that's not as helpful for a prospect because they're seeing those type of testimonials everywhere. So it's not really differentiated. It doesn't really give them evidence that, again, hitting that key question, can this person help me in my unique situation? Is your product going to help me in my unique situation? So you really have to answer that. You have to put yourself in your prospect's shoes and give them that confidence. Okay, if I do buy this product, if I do hire this person as a coach, are they going to get me the result that I'm looking for? So these questions really hit at some of those key questions that are in your prospect's mind. So kind of starting for the top, like what were you looking for when you first came in contact with me? It kind of goes to like, okay, again, your happy client was in the same shoes as your prospect right now, talking about some of those challenges that brought them to potentially hiring you as a coach or buying something from your company. Again, providing evidence that you've helped somebody just like your prospect at some point in time, and really getting at, what were some of those pain points, getting back to like, okay, before this transformation happened, what was life like before that? Talking about second one, what were you worried, concerned, hesitant about? This is almost the number one thing that you really need in your marketing. If your client doesn't answer any other question, this is the one that you really need to key on. And it's the one of those that really elevates your marketing as well. Like, you have to understand what objections, hesitations your potential prospects might have and be able to address them up front. And one of the best ways to do that is providing client video testimonials that talk about, oh, I was worried about this. This is one of the hesitations that I had. But looking back, after I've been through this experience, after I've had my transformation, after I've had those great results, looking back now, that was, that was nothing. And allowing, again, the prospects are going to have those same hesitations. They're going to have those same objections. But to hear from somebody that has been through the experience of working with you in whatever way it was, it allows them that level of comfort. Like, okay, there is some social proof here that somebody's done it before. I'm not taking as much of a risk here. So it allows them to kind of take that risk off themselves and say, okay, this is going to be a much easier decision. And it also says to them, like, okay, I'm not crazy here. Somebody else is, had these same hesitations, objections, but you were able to go through that. But it also gives you that information, like, okay, maybe in the further part of your sales page or in your landing page or in your advertisement, you're allowed to hit on some of those objections as well. You can address them up front. So maybe your client in their testimonial talked about their objections in one way, but you can kind of rephrase it and kind of hit on that objection again in other parts of your advertisement again, or in your sales page to really hammer home, like, okay, this is not something that you should be worried about. Here's some further evidence of why it's not going to be a concern for you. So really important, that second question, really hitting on that, and you asking for your happy clients and talking about their story is one of the best ways to kind of uncover that. It's not always clear what those objections or hesitations are going to be as you kind of research your market or things like that. So this really upgrades your copy, upgrades your marketing to the point where you're going to get higher conversions. You're going to get more buyers because you've kind of hit on anything that might be holding them back at that time. Number 3 is all about kind of the results. So talking about that transformation, like, what did you go through? Like, what was the experience like in going that? And what is your life like look right now? Not even just the direct benefits, but what are the benefit of those benefits, and allowing people to kind of see and hear the joy and the enthusiasm that came out of that, and what allows your prospects to kind of visualize what their life might look like if they do work with you at the end of that. Number 4 is really kind of more open-ended. What did you like best about the experience? So it allows kind of, it's a very open-ended question. It allows them to kind of maybe talk a little bit more about you, your personality. Again, it kind of provides free range. And again, as you go across the client testimonials, you're going to hear different things. But again, all that is kind of benefit the prospects, because it gives them a kind of a more holistic view. It gives them a more well-rounded approach into what they really care about. And it's great for you as well, because a lot of these clients can kind of mention things that maybe you didn't think about. A lot of value-added stuff. If you're a coach, maybe some of the intangible things that you offered along the way that maybe you didn't assign a lot of value to, but now that they mentioned it, okay, here's an additional thing that I included in there that I maybe can assign value to and increase the value that I see from a pricing perspective as well. Maybe those added bonuses that I just threw in that I can include in with future clients as well. And again, provide them as a free bonus, but it kind of just stacks up that value of saying, okay, this price that I'm, whatever I'm charging you and the value that I'm bringing to that is just overwhelming. So, and then the last one, again, kind of more open-ended. Could be a yes or no. Can be just a yes, like, okay, I'd recommend them. But it also can say, that it provides a great opportunity to say, yeah, actually, I've been recommending, this person to all my friends, and here's a little bit more detail around that. Maybe whoever they recommended to has had great results as well. So again, allows your kind of happy clients to just go on and on about what a great experience, whatever happened, and providing a little bit more detail. So allowing your clients to kind of, share those happy results, kind of provide kind of a 360 view of what the experience is going to be like. And then for your prospects, kind of just offers kind of a window into, okay, once I've made that decision to work with this person, what's kind of the full range of what might be involved? What are some of the results that might be in there? And can be a great experience. So again, anytime you have a great result, and the best time to ask for a video testimonial is almost immediately when your end client gets the results that they're looking for. That's a great time to say, can we jump on a Zoom call, and I can just record it. And let me ask you these questions, or you can just send an email template to go out there. Actually, in the comments below, or in the description below, I'm going to offer kind of a template that you can use. You can copy and paste it, send it out to your clients, just put it together in kind of a few sentences that puts it all in sense and makes it really easy to just send out to your clients anytime you want to. But get in the habit of asking for your video testimonials. The other part is, anytime you ask your clients for these video testimonials, like hearing the words and phrases that they're using is a great thing to keep in mind for your marketing and for your copy. Because, as your marketing gets better and better, the one thing is you're really getting clear on who your ideal client is, but also what is the language that they're using. So everybody might be speaking the English language, but we know there's different nuances. Those specific words and phrases are going to make a big difference in, for your prospects, and really saying to them, you're in the right place. This person knows, really speaking to kind of the thoughts in my head, what's on their mind, what results they're trying to get to. All those different words make a big difference, whether you're going to a male audience, a female audience, and kind of the benefits that they're looking for, but maybe also the fears and objections that they might have along the way. So, get those video testimonials, go to one of those services where you can get a written transcript, and look at the written transcript and start picking out those words and phrases that are really unique to your audience. And by doing that, you're really going to, upgrade your marketing. And again, these are the little details that can kind of shift your business, give it a lot of momentum, take it from 6 to 7 figures, get some really success pretty quickly. And all it takes is really just sending out a request. And again, down below, I'm going to offer you kind of just a template that you can use. Make it your own, obviously, but just send an email to your happy clients anytime they get results. Great way to kind of continue the experience. Allows people to hear about your great success. Again, social proof about your business, and it's something that unique that a lot of your peers and competitors aren't doing, but can kind of differentiate you along the way. So until next time, see you later.